Hey guys, so in yoga and in really any type of sport where we're putting pressure on our wrist, it's common to have to get wrist injuries or to have it be a little bit tweaky some days where you don't really feel like putting a lot of pressure on it. So if you have a yoga practice, this may come up and you may want some variations of poses to do if your wrists aren't feeling that great. Now right now for me, my wrists aren't feeling that great. I actually took a little spill and I put a lot of pressure on it, so it's hard to bend it back, right? So doing things like chaturangas or upward facing dogs, it's not gonna happen. It really, really hurts. So I just wanna show you a few variations that you can do. So I don't know if you can see my head here, but if you're coming through vinyasa, right? So this is all good for your wrist. Inhale, flat spine. Then to get down to the floor, I actually just make a fist because this keeps my wrist straight. This doesn't hurt. Go down and then slowly lower all the way to the floor and either stay into low cobra with hands by your shoulders or come into sphinx pose so your forearms are on the floor and then you gently press up. Now right here I have very little pressure on my wrist. Let me move back just to make sure you can see. So for more of a stretch I can lift my elbows off the floor and just lift my heart up. And this doesn't hurt my wrist because I'm not pulling it back. So this is the alternative to upward facing dog. And then to downward facing dog, you can stay on your forearms and come back to downward facing dog. Okay, now, if you can go into down dog, you can do so. For me, it actually hurts. So come onto your forearms, keep your elbows in, don't let it display out like this. Try to keep it parallel like train tracks to the floor. And then lift your hips up really, really high, pull in your lower belly, same thing as downward facing dog. And this is actually really good because in yoga, we often don't spend a lot of time on our forearms and form downward facing dog. This will help us to kick up into forearm balance and other things like that. So to go through completely through like a sun salutation A, this is how I would do it. Inhale, fist down, lower all the way to the floor. Inhale, take a nice back bend. Then I can just come up to my knees and press back into this pose, okay? And if you're doing things like side plank, right? Vashisthasana, those type of things, it's pretty easy modification. You can just come onto your forearm, okay? So I hope that helps. If your wrists ever hurt, don't push it. Do not push it. Just be very gentle with it. Don't do any arm balances. I would stay away from things like upward facing dog. Definitely don't be doing a lot of crow poses because wrists are very sensitive. So I hope that helps you guys, okay? Bye-bye.